forward. We want to win everything.
This place means a lot to me. We're still ready to destroy it.
All we want to do is make the city proud. We're going to see what we're made of.
There's nothing better than the NBA Finals. Just like it was in 1999, it will be the Spurs and the Knicks in the finals, and this time Jalen Brunson will be one of the centers of attention. He's got 5 30-point games this postseason. The Knicks are 5-0 in those games. Only 3 players have had more than 5 30-point games in a playoff run for the Knicks. They include Brunson himself, Bernard King, and Willis Reed. Back in January, Draymond Green said the Knicks were missing that one piece that would make them a championship team, and now he's standing his ground.
I doubled down on this. Just like Becky Hammond said, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Double down. Absolutely double down. Getting out of the East has never been a surefire to winning a championship. What y'all talking about? You get out of the East, you're supposed to get out of the East. It's the East. Of course you're supposed to get out of the East. That don't just mean you win a championship because you get out of the East. It's the East.
Okay, so now that we have geographically defined where it is the New York Knicks play, let's be clear about whether or not we agree. The point that he's making is he said back in January they don't have a 1A, suggesting Jalen Brunson isn't one. Becky Hammond had suggested that you can't, I don't want to paraphrase, I don't want to put words in her mouth, essentially that you can't build a championship team around a small superstar, right? That if your best player is small, you are at a disadvantage. Big Perk, you have I'm trying to read the look on your face. What are you thinking as you hear Draymond talk?
Well, Draymond Green and Becky Hammond lying to me. They lying to me because Jalen Brunson is a 1A, and the Knicks can win a championship with Jalen Brunson being their top dog when it comes to being one of the small guards to get it done. And you talk about, oh, it's the East. Well, it's the West. It's the West. Last time I checked, didn't the San Antonio Spurs just beat OKC without one of their best players in Jalen Williams? Didn't OKC sweep the first 2 rounds playing against, the Phoenix Suns and the Los Angeles Lakers without Luka Doncic? So let's not talk about what they went through in teams not being healthy. To win a championship, it takes luck. Last time I checked, Draymond Green, when he was facing the Houston Rockets, didn't Chris Paul, when they had control over that series, pull his hamstring? Didn't they get to the NBA Finals and Kyrie Irving got injured, I believe it was in Game 1 for their first championship? And by the way, let me end on this. Steph Curry didn't prove he was a 1A till he actually won his 4th NBA championship. Oh, that's when he got his Finals MVP as being a 1A. If you want to keep it real, that's why they had to go get Kevin Durant. That's why they had to go get Kevin Durant for the other 2 after that. That's why they had to go get him.
Perk, come on, man. I know this is not part of the rundown, but let's be clear here. What Becky Hammond was talking about, what Draymond Green was talking about, just the brass tacks of it. There's only 2 players at that size who are number 1 options to lead their teams to the championship. Stephen Curry and Isaiah Lord Thomas III. That's a very short list, and there's been a lot of guards throughout this league's history, from the John Stocktons to the Steve Nashers to the Damian Lillards to
Allen Iverson.
like all those guys. It's not a shot to say if Jalen Brunson does this, he's going to be bucking NBA history. But let's not be intellectually dishonest and say that Stephen Curry was not the great player that he was before Kevin Durant got there. He got more refined, Perk, but don't disrespect the man like that. That's not fair.
So we got a little sidetracked, but I don't mind it. Let me get Jay Will in here. Go ahead, Jay.
To you guys both here on this, it's almost like historical data doesn't support Draymond Green's argument, right? And you gave two pieces of information there, Vince, that actually went against it, right? So I know that the sample size is small, but remember the things that people said about Steph at first? That he was too small, that he couldn't defend, and then he beat that mold. Like, I know these other examples aren't like guys who are smaller, but remember what people said about Jokic? Remember, like, he was too slow, he was too unathletic, he couldn't be a 1A, he needed support. Like, Dirk, remember when Dirk was there? People were like, oh, 7-footers who shoot jumpers, they never win championships. Like, the mold is always broken by an anomaly. And to sit up here and say that you can double down on it, that's fine if that's what you believe. But, like, these things are meant to be broken because it's a team sport. So, like, let's not lose sight of that.
Perk, there's a lot of different conversations that we're having at once. So let me try and nail them down. I think that what Draymond is saying is that he's diminishing the East because he says that he obviously believes that the East is vastly inferior to the West. We call it the junior varsity, whatever you want. What Becky Hammond said was that you can't win a championship or something like this if your lead player is a smaller player, as Jalen Brunson obviously is. And Draymond Green had also said he didn't think you could win with Jalen Brunson as a 1A because he isn't a 1A. What is your response to those, Big Perk?
We would never disrespect AI and not call him a 1A. And I think we need to stop downplaying the fact that guys are able to lead their team to the promised land. First of all, getting to the NBA Finals is enough in itself. Some people play their entire career and never sniff the NBA Finals. Mm-hmm. Some people play their entire career and never sniff the postseason. So what Jalen Brunson has done in the toughest market in basketball, carrying this team and this organization on his shoulder, making them relevant. The New York Knicks hasn't been relevant since Moby Dick was a goldfish. And here it is. We have a guy that was drafted in the second round that came into this city and has got them back to the promised land. We have to stop. So that means we can sit up here and say, oh yeah, Charles Barkley, he wasn't a 1A. Karl Malone wasn't a 1A. Because they didn't complete the mission? That's one of the most asinine things I've ever heard. Getting to the finals is enough in itself as proven to be a 1A. Completing the mission is the ice cream on the side of the cake. Let's stop playing with people's names. Big Body Brunson is one of them.
Go ahead, Jay.
I just want to say, Greeny, we all get a chance to sit courtside and watch incredible basketball games as part of this job. And I know that people at home may not recognize this, but from somebody who's 6'2", I think we drastically underappreciate what the hell we're watching, man. I don't think people have any. Do you know what I look like when I stand next to KP, damn it? Do you know what I look like?
Yeah.
I look like a tiny little person. For Jalen Brunson to do what he's doing amongst giants at the level he's doing at, the disrespect that came out of Draymond Green's mouth is just it's global disrespect. It's global. And I'm talking strictly to that. You can say